Hey sis, who is that guy you were with today? That tall, handsome man? I had to do a double take because you two looked so mismatched. Like, seriously, I couldn't believe my eyes. You suddenly text me just for this? What are you talking about? I was in meetings most of the day. Don't play dumb. I saw you walking together downtown. He must have been at least 6'2", wearing that sharp navy suit. The way he carried himself. Oh, definitely executive material. Downtown around noon? You were there? I thought you were supposed to be at work today. I was headed to meet my boyfriend for lunch. We had reservations at that new fusion place. Otherwise, I would have totally followed you guys to see what was up. The way he smiled when talking to you. Though I bet he was just being polite. Follow us? Oh, please don't do things like that, even if you had the time. That's borderline stalking, Emma. So who is the hottie? Come on, spill. Does he like blondes? What's his type? You must know since you work together. He's just someone from work, and I don't know his type. We keep things professional. Someone from work? Oh, just a colleague? There's no way someone like him is just anything. What department? What's his position? Is he single? Yes, a colleague. We're working on the same project. He's the project leader, and I'm his assistant. We had a business meeting today, and we just grabbed lunch during our break. That's all there is to it. So he's not your boyfriend? Though I don't know why I even asked. It's pretty obvious he's not. Of course not. I'm single right now, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Obviously, as if a guy like that would ever choose you. Let's be real. Someone as plain as you couldn't get a boyfriend anyway. When was your last date? 2 years ago? 3? If you just messaged me to insult me, I'm done. I've been in meetings all day and I'm tired. I don't need this from my own sister. Stop running from reality. You're not pretty. That's why you've been single forever. That hottie probably doesn't even notice you exist. I mean, look at yourself. Those boring pantsuits, that basic haircut, zero makeup game. Notice me? I told you, we're just colleagues. I don't need him or anyone else to notice me that way. Sure, he's way out of your league, so you're just telling yourself he's a colleague to cope. I mean, knowing your limits is good, but it's kind of pathetic. Unlike you, I'm different. I actually turn heads when I walk into a room. Just so you know, I won't give you his contact info even if you ask, so don't bother. What? Unlike you, I'm pretty enough to have a shot with him. We'd make the perfect power couple. I'm trying to let you play matchmaker here. You should be thanking me. My gorgeous looks, his success, we'd be unstoppable. I have zero interest in playing matchmaker. Besides, he's really busy right now with the project. I don't want to waste his time. Waste his time? What's that supposed to mean? Are you implying I'm not worth his time? Dealing with you would be a waste of time. He's focused on his career right now. Are you kidding me? Are you just jealous because I'm pretty? Because men actually want to date me, unlike some people I know? What? Unlike you, I actually have a chance with him. And don't be petty just because you're jealous that I can get guys you can't. I mean, when's the last time a guy even looked your way? That's not it at all. Either way, he's not available. And you have a boyfriend, remember? How would you know if we don't try? Fine, if you won't help, I'll figure it out myself. I always do anyway. It's not like you've ever helped me with anything. What exactly are you planning? Please don't do anything reckless. Well, now that I know he's a project leader at your company, I'll just wait outside the office. Maybe bring coffee sometime, bump into him accidentally. You know how these things work. Oh, wait, you don't. Great, I've said too much. Emma, please don't. You work at a good company, and if he's a project leader, he must be a real corporate elite. Perfect for me. Just pretend you don't see me when I'm waiting outside, though that shouldn't be hard. You're practically invisible anyway. Wait, Emma, don't you have a boyfriend? What about Nathan? Oh, that placeholder boyfriend? You mean the waiter? Please. Placeholder? How can you say that? Nathan's been nothing but good to you. I mean, he's cute enough, but he's just a waiter at some chain restaurant. Anyone can get that kind of job. How can I plan a future with someone like that? An elite businessman is much better for my future. I shouldn't even be texting you right now. I need to book appointments at the salon, nail spa, and get my lashes done. Gotta look perfect when I accidentally bump into him. Emma, seriously, he's really busy with work right now. Don't cause trouble. Think about what you're doing. Busy with work? Oh, please. No man is too busy for someone who looks like me. You'll see. And when we're dating, maybe I can help you find someone too. Like maybe one of the security guards? That seems more your speed. You're impossible. Don't say I didn't warn you. Whatever, sis. While you're buried in your little assistant work, I'll be planning my future as a corporate wife. Should I go with the Louboutins or the Manilows for our first accidental meeting? I'm not participating in this conversation anymore. Fine, be that way. But don't come crying to me when you're still single and I'm living the high life with your hot colleague.
Thanks for your help today. We finished earlier than expected because of your support. Let's update the documents after the weekend. Your attention to detail really made a difference.
You must be exhausted after explaining the project at so many venues. Make sure to get some rest. These back-to-back presentations were intense.
Thanks. By the way, do you know someone named Emma? She's been quite persistent.
Wait, how do you know that name? Oh, please don't tell me.
A woman approached me outside the office today and said she was your sister. She was quite enthusiastic.
Was it this girl? I'll send you her photo. She sent this selfie last week.
Yeah, that's her. Different hairstyle, but same person. Even wearing the same coat. The pink designer one she kept mentioning, repeatedly.
I'm so sorry. Emma really is my sister, though sometimes I wish she wasn't.
No worries. Though to be honest, you two don't look much alike. I was worried she might be an imposter using her name to con me. She kept insisting you two were sisters, but the resemblance isn't there.
I'm really sorry about this during such a busy time. She apparently saw us together a week ago and has been demanding your contact information since then. Of course, I didn't give it to her, but she's been blowing up my phone about it.
Ah, from that time? When we were heading to the client meeting?
I warned her not to do anything silly, but to think she actually waited outside the office? I'm so sorry my sister caused trouble. Did she do anything inappropriate? Please be honest. I need to know how much damage control to do.
No, not really. She just gave me her contact information. All 7 different ways to reach her. Though I'm not planning on using any of them. She invited me to dinner too, but I declined, saying I had plans. She was quite insistent about rescheduling.
Feel free to ignore her completely. I know how she can be.
Is this your sister you mentioned before at the restaurant? During the team dinner?
Oh, right. I did vent about her once, after that 3rd round of beer.
Now I understand what you meant. About the selective hearing and the confidence.
She thinks she's beautiful and that the world revolves around her. Even now, while having a boyfriend, she's pursuing you. I won't give her any more information about you, but be careful. Your background is exactly what she's after.
My background?
You know, private prep school education, Ivy League degree, now on the fast track at a prestigious firm. She's been Googling you. Extensively.
Oh, it's not that impressive. Mostly thanks to my parents and education. And honestly, a lot of luck.
Plus, you're tall and handsome. You're exactly her type. Please be careful. Let me know if anything happens. I feel responsible since she's my sister.
It'll be fine. It's only 6 months of endurance anyway, until the transfer.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. The European office.
Besides, she only knows where I work. As long as I don't contact her, she'll give up soon. Though she did try to add me on every social media platform. I don't even know how she found my Facebook. I'm pretty sure that I set it so that they can't be seen by people who aren't friends.
I hope you're right. She can be persistent.
Better safe than sorry, though. This is a crucial time for me. The transfer, the engagement announcement.
Exactly. If anything happens, I'll be your witness. And I've saved screenshots of everything, just in case.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Though I appreciate your thoroughness.
Hey sis, isn't it your birthday today? Want a present? I'm feeling generous. A present? I have a bad feeling about this. And by the way, could you stop stalking my colleague outside our office? Security is starting to ask questions. He's just so busy. I'm the one with free time, so I'm just trying to increase our chances of meeting. Did you see my new outfit today? The red dress was totally working. He never contacted you even though you gave him your number, right? And your email, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, that should tell you something. Tell me what? He's an elite businessman, so he's busy. As long as our hearts are connected, it's fine if he can't contact me. Besides, I saw him looking my way twice last week. Your ability to delude yourself is almost impressive. It would be fine if you weren't bothering others. By the way, what happened to your boyfriend? He probably wouldn't be happy knowing you're chasing after another man. Boyfriend? What are you talking about? Huh? Emma, you had a boyfriend. Nathan. Remember him? I wouldn't be so rude as to pursue James while having a boyfriend. I dumped that poor waiter ages ago, like 2 months ago. He's ancient history. Poor waiter? That's why I'm contacting you now. I've got the perfect birthday gift for you. Wait, are you telling me you broke up with him just to tell me about it? No, silly. I gave your contact info to my ex as your birthday present. A plain girl like you would be perfect with a low-income guy. Consider my hand-me-down ex-boyfriend your gift. Aren't I the most thoughtful sister? Really? Thank you. Wait, what? You're actually happy about this? Are you that desperate for a man that you'd thank me for my leftover ex who's just a waiter? OMG, sis, have some self-respect. Well, since you clearly don't know anything, I'll keep quiet. But could you give me his contact information too? I'd like to reach out. Sure, why not? You weren't helpful with James, but I'm a caring sister that'll gladly share his info. This is perfect, actually. A low-income waiter and a career woman at a decent company. Maybe he can be your sugar baby. Though with your salary, more like a Splenda baby. Sugar baby, huh? Well, we'll see in a few months whether he needs my support or not. Have fun with my ex. Meanwhile, I'll focus on catching my elite businessman. I just got my hair done. He won't be able to resist. Some things are just impossible no matter how hard you try. Unlike you, I'm pretty, so I've got this in the bag. Just wait and see. I'll be planning a luxury wedding before you know it. Hey, sis, what's going on? He hasn't been at work for a week. I've been waiting outside every day. My new Louis Vuittons are getting ruined. Oh, you finally noticed? James transferred to the European office. What? Europe? Stop joking around. Is this revenge for me teasing you? Yes, somewhere in Europe. He was always scheduled to transfer after our project wrapped up. It was supposed to be later, but since we finished early, he moved ahead of schedule. This can't be happening. When is he coming back? Next month? 6 months? He can't just leave when we're meant to be. It's not a temporary assignment. It's a transfer. He'll be there for at least 3 years. 3 years? Oh, no. This has to be a mistake. I just bought a whole new wardrobe to impress him. And he got married before leaving. He proposed to his girlfriend so she could go with him. Had a small ceremony last weekend. Married? Oh, wait a minute. I never heard anything about a girlfriend. There's no way. I've been watching him for months. That's why I told you it was impossible. Some things just don't work out no matter how hard you try. Getting married and moving to Europe? That's so unfair. My dreams of marrying an elite businessman are ruined. How could he do this to me? After all the effort I put in, do you know how much I spent on designer clothes? Do what to you? I warned you not to pursue him. I told you not to stalk him outside the office. Who was it that ignored my advice and gave him their contact information anyway? I didn't know he had a girlfriend or was planning to transfer. Though I guess even if he had a girlfriend, he wouldn't be able to resist someone as pretty as me. Maybe if I'd worn the blue dress instead of the red one that day. Actually, he didn't just resist. He didn't even notice you. What the hell? Who does he think I am? There are tons of guys who'd love to date me. I chose him out of all of them. This is such a betrayal. I even learned how to pronounce those fancy French wines. You can't be betrayed by someone who was never yours to begin with. Are we done here? I have a dinner appointment. Seriously? Your sister is heartbroken and you're going to dinner? Supporting me should be more important than your dinner plans. I need comfort food and someone to trash talk his wife with. Sorry, but this is an important dinner. I don't care who it's with. I'm more important. Cancel it. Your sister needs you. Actually, it's with your ex-boyfriend and his father. Wait, what? Are you seriously going to date that low-income waiter? Don't tell me you're so desperate that you're already meeting his parents. Are you that willing to settle because you can't get anyone else? Settle? Oh, not at all. He's actually quite remarkable. That's impossible. A plain sister and a waiter? Match made in mediocrity. Actually, this is cheering me up. Nothing like seeing someone worse off than yourself. And imagine him becoming my brother-in-law. Oh, so hilarious. Don't bother inviting me to the wedding. It'd be too embarrassing. Though I might come just to see what kind of budget venue you end up with. Don't worry, I have no intention of having you meet him again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have that dinner to attend. It would be terribly rude to check my phone during such an important business dinner. Whatever, good luck with your budget romance. Maybe he can get you an employee discount at the restaurant. Hey, sis, are you still dating my ex? Haven't seen you posting any sad coffee pics lately. We're not dating, and I'm not posting anything sad. I just honestly enjoy going to cafes. Really? You're not? Great, well that makes things easier. Can you give me his contact info? He changed his number, and I can't reach him. I've tried like 20 times from different phones. You want to go back to someone you dumped? Well, since I lost my shot with the elite businessman, I've been trying to date other guys, but it's not working out. Even if he is just a waiter, my ex was at least good looking. He could be a temporary fix until I find someone better. He always paid for dates with his tiny salary anyway. I won't marry him, but he'll do for now. Better than being alone like you usually are. That won't work. He's incredibly busy right now. He just started working at his father's company, preparing to take over the business. He doesn't have time to waste on dating games. Wait, what? His father's company? Take over? What are you talking about? Stop making things up! Since you clearly don't know anything, I'll tell you. Nathan is the heir to a major corporation. What? But he was just a waiter. He worked at some chain restaurant with college students. This has to be a joke, right? Right? That chain restaurant, it's just one part of his father's massive hospitality group. You know, the one that owns hotels across Asia and Europe? You're lying. This can't be true. I would have known. It's all true. He was working as a waiter because he wanted to understand the business from the ground up before taking over. His career move was already decided last month. I've never heard about this. Why didn't he tell me? We dated for 8 months. You dumped him before he could tell you, remember? Right after you saw me with James that day? So he's actually super rich? Like, private jet vacation home in the Hamptons rich? Why didn't I see any signs? Yes, once his father retires, he'll be running the entire hospitality group. All those chain restaurants you looked down on, that's just the casual dining division. They also own luxury hotels, resorts, and high-end restaurants across 3 continents. Oh my God, he was my ticket to being rich all along, and he always dressed so simply, drove that regular car, lived in that normal apartment. He was super plain, and I always thought that it was a waste of his good looks, but I never thought he was actually rich. That's because he wasn't trying to show off. He's an honest and humble man. He wanted to learn the business properly, so he put more effort into his work and his mentality than dressing himself in designer goods. Come to think of it, you should probably take a leaf out of his book. Sis, if you're not dating him, I can try to get back together with him, right? I mean, I always knew he had potential. I just didn't realize how much potential. Maybe I can say I had a temporary mental breakdown when I dumped him. He specifically said he has no interest in getting back together with you. His exact words were quite, memorable. Why? I'm so much prettier than when we dated. I got my lips done and everything. He knows you abandoned him to pursue my colleague. You told him? How could you? Sisters are supposed to keep secrets. No, James told him before I got the chance. Huh? What do you mean James did? James doesn't even know Nathan, right? Think about it, Emma. Your ex is wealthy, right? And James comes from a privileged background too. Kids from those circles tend to go to the same private schools, elite prep schools, exclusive summer camps, Ivy League universities. No way. Don't tell me my ex and James know each other, like, actually know each other? They're childhood friends, went to the same schools from kindergarten through high school, played on the same lacrosse team, belonged to the same club. Their families even vacation together. This can't be happening. So, all this time? Yes, all this time you were trying to pursue James. He was updating his old friend about your behavior. Those times you waited outside the office, James texted Nathan about it. Those accidental run-ins you planned, Nathan heard all about them. I think I'm going to be sick. Nathan heard everything you did from James himself. I didn't have to lift a finger. Everything? Oh, you're kidding, right? Everything was out in the open. This is a nightmare. But wait, how do you know all this if you're not dating him? You're keeping something from me. We're not dating, but we have a professional relationship. What do you mean, professional relationship? Stop being so cryptic. What aren't you telling me? Our company really needed connections in the hospitality industry for a new business venture. So those dinner meetings were actually business networking sessions. I'm serving as a liaison between our companies. Wait, so those dinners with him and his father, you mean all those times you said you were too busy to help me shop? Were business meetings. Thanks to them, we've built a great professional relationship. The merger announcement goes public next week. Thanks for giving me his contact info. Saved me a lot of trouble trying to make this connection through official channels. Merger? You mean your company and his family's company? Yes, the deal I've been working on for the past 6 months. Remember all those late nights at the office you made fun of? All those boring business documents I was always carrying? No. This isn't happening. Then please tell him about me. Tell him I've realized he's the only one for me. I want to get back together with my ex. Come on, sis. Help your cute little sister out. I'll even stop making fun of your clothes. Sorry, but my work is my top priority right now. I won't do anything that might jeopardize this business relationship. The merger is worth billions. Billions? But I'm your sister. Family comes first. Jeopardize my career for someone who called me plain and invisible for months? The sister who's treated me like I'm nothing ever since we were living in the same house as kids? I don't think so. Jeopardize? What do you mean? Bringing you up would definitely do that. Nathan made it very clear he never wants to hear from you again. So I think it's best if we don't talk for a while. I'm going to block you too. And let me say this one more time. Thank you for introducing him to me. The commission from this merger will buy me a very nice apartment. Maybe even in that building you always said was out of my league. Wait, don't block me. I can change. I'll apologize to Nathan. I'll stop making fun of your coffee posts. I'll even like your cat memes. Goodbye, Emma. Good luck with your future dating plans. Though you might want to avoid the hospitality industry, Nathan's quite influential there now. Sarah! Don't you dare block me. I'm your sister, your only sister. What about family loyalty? My career has been going wonderfully since the merger, and I've secured my position on the corporate advancement track, so I'm actually somewhat grateful for my sister's impulsive behavior. The partnership with Nathan's company has exceeded all projections. Since then, Emma hasn't been able to let go of Nathan. She tried going to his old house, but he'd already moved into a luxury apartment near his company's headquarters. She tried staking out his office, but the corporate building was so huge with so many employees that she never managed to spot him. I heard from our mother that she's still talking about him, checking his company's press releases and trying to figure out which events he might attend. To this day, she hasn't succeeded in meeting him again. I wonder when she'll find out that he's already found someone special through proper matchmaking channels. Someone who, unlike my sister, actually appreciated him before knowing about his background. As for James and his wife, they're enjoying life in Europe. Emma still doesn't know that James's wife is actually Nathan's cousin, another detail she missed during their 8 months of dating. And it's probably better that way. Some people never learn. Time to focus on my work. We have another major deal coming up, and I heard Nathan might be bringing his new fiancée to the next board meeting. I should prepare those quarterly reports. Maybe get coffee at that overpriced cafe Emma always mocked. After all, I can afford it now.